We were probably within 4 days of seeing something very tragic happen within the state. It took us many, many days to find patient zero.
You heard it correctly. Alabama CISO Chad Smith said at a recent digital government summit that the state was just days away from a statewide cyber crisis, and it changed everything. At the summit, CIO Daniel Urquhart and CISO Chad Smith sat down for a panel on state cyber defense efforts hosted by Auburn University's McCrary Institute. In a candid conversation, they described a significant cyber incident that occurred shortly after Smith first took office as CISO. He recalled the exact moment it began after receiving a notification from MS Isaac that there had been a security breach attempt.
I remember that phone call, and I looked down at my phone and it was a CISA rep, and I thought, why is she calling? And then the reality hits you before you ever even answer, and you're like, I know why she's calling. This is not going to be a fun phone call. I remember just immediately setting off and triggering all the things that we had put in play. Whenever I'd come on board, we did not have an incident retainer at the time, and I'm so grateful that we had the wisdom and foresight to go ahead and get that in place, because we immediately executed on that.
Urquhart said their team worked nearly around the clock, dedicating 95 hours to manage the event, along with local and federal support from agencies like CISA.
You know, I can just thinking back historically, I've been with the state for roughly 22 years, and most of the major incidents that we've been alerted to came from CISA, came from that intelligence inside of the network. So, you know, that's a very valuable partnership, and is very, very helpful to the state.
Looking forward, the two leaders said the next wave of cyber threats will demand faster responses and more automation, especially as attackers turn to AI-driven tools.
We're preparing for that. We're looking at how we can automate our platforms and interconnect them so that we don't become so human dependent. It's one of the major initiatives we have in the next 14 months is how do we look at the interconnection of these automations so that whenever we do see something, we don't have the delay in process to actually make things happen.
Catch more stories of public sector innovation at govtech.com.